Okay. Oh, we're back to Gluehive and Fall Flat. So Gilman believes the conditions are here, a right to train in the ways of the Sea Dominion. Hedwyn expressed an interest in exploring the pools along this route. I have to go with Hedwyn. We haven't tried to make him happy in a long time, and we did kind of kick his mum out of the party, so... Oh, the Beyond a Crystal seeks Bertrude. Let's get that done then. This is going to be great, I can already tell. My lovely reader comes to me again. To what do I owe the pleasure? We can talk to her again! How you doing? Why are you doing this? Reaching out to me again like this? I have been abandoned in this blasted rock more times than you could count, reader. And each time I have laughed it off, like so. Great laugh, Sandra. I fear it will be different this time. Before I knew that someone else would come around and pick up where the previous idiot left off. But now... She scoffs, then falls silent for a time. Well, it seems there may not be a next time after this, if what I am to understand about the stars out there is even a half-truth. I wish we could bring her with us. Yeah, like, I feel really bad about this situation. So then, I can anticipate an eternity of utter solitude, without even the blasted rights to keep me company. Understand that while I may be an apparition in glass to you, I yet retain a shred of self, and do not happily foresee that outcome. Well, we're stuck down here, right? Unless the entire system is overthrown, so, you know. And yet, you keep on coming back to me like this. If this is all in service of a torment, then you are most cruel, O lovely reader. Commendably so, I have to say. So then, am I to understand you wish to spend more time with me thus, knowing full well the stars are soon to put an end to this little affair? As if in answer to her question, you feel what seems to be the Beyonder Crystal itself. The Beyonder Crystal seems to be pulling you away. Return to the crystal's surface? Or stay with Sandra for a little while longer? How is this even a choice? Like, obviously. You focus your mind and remain where you are, there with Sandra in the confines of the Beyonder Crystal, and remain there with her for some time. Things I ship, Sandra Reader but black? Ouch. No words need be exchanged between the two of you. And in the darkness there, for once, she does not feel alone. Soon enough, however, she bids you to depart. You shall leave those idiots of yours listless if you remain here for too long. Begone already, and let me know if you have need of me. Well, we have need of you. Let's do this. Oh good, just as I was beginning to feel more bored even than usual. Here it is. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Bertrude. The old bog crone, then? She does have some potential, I should think, more so than most of those with whom you share that little residence. Then let us bring her forth. Soon Bertrude appears, in heed of the summons. We sense that thou hast need of us. Getting oneself trapped in the crystal be like Red stabbing herself with a transistor? That seems likely. Old crones such as Big Bertrude can pounce. Right, controls. Remember X is jump and not A. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, crone. You answer to me here. How very eloquent. May your vast experience exceed your knack for pleasant conversation. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your more communicative friends. Now come. Okay. Oh no, they're all fast and tiny. This is terrible. Really? You missed? Okay, grab it. Oh, not what I intended! Okay, I got in. I got in. We're good. You jumped it? Oh no, this is too many of them. I do not like this. Jump! Ah! Oh, this is bad. Yep, I'm not gonna get back to life. At least my Pyre has more fire than theirs for once. No, you don't understand. You need to go. And get in there. Okay, probably didn't need to jump there, could have just jogged, but... like... ah! Okay, that was bad. The aura cast just takes so long. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Ah! Come at me! Okay, good stuff. How many more times? Oh, it's over? Oh, thank goodness. I expected that to be a lot worse. Spent the week doing taxes and talking about my credit card debt with my parents. It's apparently left me tetchy. Yeah, believe me, I fully understand why. A simple test. Undeserving to be called a challenge. I ought to fail you just for gloating, crone. But these are not my rules, and your performance was sufficient. Thus, you have passed my test. Can you send off a slow attack and then drive or lure them into its path? Do they track your movements at all? The AI isn't, like, particularly smart. You can sort of predict where they're going to go and set up attacks that will trap them. Hurting them, I've noticed, doesn't really work so much. But again, I could just be bad at the game. Congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. Well, that went way better than I expected. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. The Book of Rites. So deep. Also, why is there thunder? That was weird. Good riddance to that mouthy wraith. Show us, then, what trinket she bestoweth upon us. You keep saying you're bad at the game, but you've only lost one ride in this entire time and you don't get to retry them. It's true you could be way worse at the game. I feel that the amount of flailing and screaming I do, I must be pretty bad at the game. I think I am playing on easy, too, so there is that. Or, is there even an easy mode? Like, I'm definitely not using any of the Titan stars, like... I don't have a death wish. So we received Maleethi's tail. Bertrude's blast pierces through solid objects! That is too good! Hot dang! That is definitely getting equipped, like... holy moly. Yeah, I think this is normal. Like... that said, I think it's not a difficult game in general. Like, I just don't think that I think that it's made to be very accessible. Yes, there's an easy mode, but I don't think you turned it on. Okay. Well, I feel slightly better about myself now. Hit the crystal. Ah. It's so pretty and musical. And now it's gone forever. It's true, they tuned it so people could play. Like, I imagine that the multiplayer against real live people would be way more difficult. Okay, let's explore Gluehive. What did Hedwyn want here? You end up spending part of the day with Hedwyn, exploring the area surrounding your wagon. You learn this area used to be a swimming hole many years ago. Did Hedwyn know that Jadariel was exiled, or did he think she was dead? I think he knew, right? Like, he went looking for her. With this heat, I sure could go for a swim myself. Too bad about the waters. Your lasting memory of the place is standing by the shore, imagining the feel of the water. As you head back in silence, you consider which of your vocations to pursue. Okay. Ooh, talking. Let's talk. Hedwyn, it's been so long, buddy! I'm so glad. Hedwyn seems preoccupied with something, but sees you as you approach. Hey, my friend. Come join me for a bit. His smile returns as you draw near. What a mess we've gotten ourselves into. Gotten you into. Ash's chosen vocation is always talking. I mean, look at me now. Here I am. It's something I feel bad about. Back when we found you in the Sandfalls, did you have any idea what you were getting into? Sandfalls. Exiles cast down river wash up on the southern edge of the downside in an unlivable waste. It was not a pleasant place. Hedwyn wishes to know how you're feeling about your journey together. Say it has gone as well as can be expected, say it has been difficult for you at times, say you feel like you have been through this before. I feel like that would be a good option if you were on a New Game Plus. Dude, Hedwyn, we were like dying. Yeah, we didn't really have much of a choice. But it has gone as well as it can be expected. You are grateful for having met Hedwyn and the others here, and for having survived. Just give me a sec to take a sip of my drink here. You reply that for all the struggles you have had to face together with this group, you remain grateful for this journey. For it is not so that through struggles, oh, this sentence structure is so strange, my brain can't keep up with it. For is it not so that through such struggles are the bonds of friendship made stronger? No! That sentence, this one sentence, I dislike it and annoyed. Hedwyn nods his head in agreement. I think you're right about that. I guess if you could read the stars, then reading matters of the heart might not be all that difficult either. You can read our heart anytime, Hedwyn. It's like Yoda if he were having a phase where he needed to make himself sound more conceited. Like, I love this game, and I love what Supergiant have done with it stylistically, and the writing is part of that, but sometimes it's just a little bit off. They've gone too far. He says nothing more for some time. Look, there's something else I wanted to tell you. You've guided us through this whole ordeal. We've come to depend on having you around. But when the time comes, I hope you do what's best for you. I know being part of a group like this, it's supposed to be all about the group, all about the greater goal, and I get that. It's just, I don't think you owe any more to me, or anybody here. Sad I missed an hour of Pyre. It's okay, you missed an hour of Pyre. I mean, the VODs will be up at some point. And we haven't done a liberation rite yet. That's still coming up. We've got this rite, and then we've got the liberation rite. And then I'll see how I feel about continuing, because my throat is still out of practice at this. All of us. We all have problems, right? We wouldn't be here if we didn't. We're all a part of this, and we're all helping one another through it. But in the end, no one's responsible for our own problems except us. And then we're freeing Ruki, right, Ash? I'll free Ruki even though it breaks my heart to do so. We did have a totally emotional convo with our rock girlfriend, though. We did have a totally emotional convo with our rock girlfriends. Oh, and Ruki and Sir Gilman, that's true. So, whether it's that business between Pamitha and Tamitha, or Sir Gilman and his honor, or me, or anybody here, it's for each of us to sort it out. I'd like to think that's why we're here. The perspective that we gain knowing each other. I think it's helped us all make it this far. But in the end, our problems are our own. No one's expecting you or anyone to set them right for us. Or so I keep saying to myself. It's all any one of us can do to deal with our own problems, than to also have to deal with each other's. I think we're all just grateful at this point to have each other for support. So, thank you, my friend, for yours. Now take care. I'm off for a bit. Where are you going? He lays a hand on your shoulder as he heads out of the wagon. Edwin! God, there are going to be people left that can't get out, and I don't know. I can't emotionally make that decision. Resources, I mean, everyone has their own talisman at this point, I think. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't. Let me check this. So Hedwin does, Ruki does, Faye does, I believe. Yes. Gilman does, Pamitha does, and now Bertrude does, so yeah. We have to free the original trio though, like this is morally necessary. Yeah, like right now I'm thinking Bertrude definitely stays behind. And I don't know who else. See if Sandra wants to talk some more if she's climbed up again? Okay. You bring me brief reprieve from solitude. What seek you in exchange? Okay, no, she's climbed up again. Thanks, Sandra. Go forth and show your adversaries what you've learned. Wait, who's Bertrude? The crone who we picked up who is really into Volfred for some reason. Okay. So, Ruki's definitely going to be fine for level to get out of the... Yeah, I think he's our highest level. Hey, Pamitha, Bertrude. Hedwin I should probably actually use in a right so that I get more experience. So if I do Hedwin, Gilman, and Bertrude maybe? We agreed she's a swamp lass or borg lady, that is fair. Anyway. I think I probably want to mentor Pamitha? I would rather get rid of Pamitha at this point than Bertrude. Just because I'm worse at playing Pamitha. Fine then, let us chat together for a spell. You sit down with Pamitha to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rite, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense she's beginning to understand. I think Hedwin will level up if you mentor him. I wasn't sure, like... I get that the yellow experience is, like, solid experience, and then the green experience is experience you gain out of the rites. So... I wasn't really sure how that would react if I mentored him, so I decided to leave it alone. Oh dang, that was actually worth quite a bit. It is a strange sensation to be sure, though it gives you a moment to reflect. Well, good stuff. I guess all we can do now is continue our journey. Down to the spring. So I'm hoping Bertrude will be good against the Pyre Hearts because of that wide-angle aura cast. I think probably my best bet is just going to be taking them out of commission as I can. Okay, what you got? Oh, hey, it's you guys. And just as I was thinking, hey, I haven't seen those guys in a little while, and I wonder how they're doing, and if they need to maybe purchase anything? Oh god, there's two of them now. There's so much Stardust! So, that's a bunch of Stardust as opposed to a scoop. I feel like I should buy a scoop of Stardust. Probably use it on Bertrude, I think. I really like Bertrude's trinkets. Everyone's got their own talisman now, so you can sell all the extras, but what if I want them? I can't get rid of things, I'm not good at that. Is that new? Burning Promise. After dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer earns a reward up to 3 times. Okay, I'm gonna buy this. Look, I did a thing. I hope you all are proud of me. So... Power cost already greater ears gains infinite stamina on hit for 2 seconds. Interesting. Ash bought a thing, she bought a thing. Everyone wrote down the date. It is a pretty big deal, I have to say. After Fae casts it aura, it bounces off things. Bertrude's blast pierces through solid objects. Actually, like, there's not much upgrading is gonna do to that, right? So, what's Gilman's? Jumps further than usual. Oh god, American date systems. I think I actually want to give this to Hedwyn. Especially if I'm going to be using him more. 2 seconds to 3 seconds. Okay, so what does it do to Faye? But did she... Oh, it can't be upgraded! So I guess that's just it. So I assume Gilman's can because it's statistic. Yeah. Amethyr. Deals extra damage to the pyre. And yeah, that can't be upgraded either. Okay, that makes sense, that makes sense. So... The infinite stamina is pretty good, but I'm not ever precise enough to power cast. But I have to give this to somebody now. I guess I'll give it to Pamitha. And hope that it comes in handy. For a second when you said American date systems, I thought you meant that this system was like a Japanese dating sim, only American. I mean, those exist. Let's be real, this isn't going to, like, make much of a difference who I give it to. I'm equally bad with everyone. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's, you guys. Oh, he's happy I finally bought something from him. I don't think there's anything in the wagon. So let's go. Time for panic. As you await the stars, a form dressed in the raiments of the rites approaches you in Volfred. You first, well, presume it for one of your next adversaries, the Pyre Hearts. But he cannot be one of them. Beside you, Volfred starts, something you have never seen him do. You observe the colours that he wears in inverse of the Nightwings. I did notice that! Volfred Sandalwood. It has been a while. No, this cannot be. The demon unfastens his mask. It can. Look at this guy! I'm worried. Do I have to fight this one? You perished. I watched you fall. You did? I grieved for years. Yet now you live. I do. Although these horns, they grew long ere I could walk again. Unbelievable. Then, why are you here now, oralech? He is a former exile of the Nightwings, betrayed and abandoned in his moment of glory. Oh shit, son. You know full well, Volfred, to reclaim what is mine by right. The horns look like they might get in the way. I'm very impressed that they managed to find masks that fit these features. The demon oralech leaves without another word, just as the stars above burst to life and seem to set the sky aflame. Let's not put any of the... Why are there so many Titan stars? Plus 50% stamina? That's No! Again, I have to say, really like it when the game has a failure state that lets you continue.
This time around. This is a mutiny
Oof.
in violation of the sacred law. The exile whom you face, Oralech. Long ago he had his chance, and he relinquished it.
Wow.
He cannot simply claim it now. And I cannot preside over this nonsense.
What? What? What happened to the Pyre hearts? The stars showed we were to face them. They must have suffered a misfortune of some sort. Tampering with the stars' designs is not permitted, oralech. Cheating the worthy of their rightful liberty is not permitted either, Volfred. You must know I took no part in that betrayal. Search your heart. Oralech says nothing for a time. Then... Where are your raiments, Volfred? I have refused to wear them since, in show of solidarity to you. And to elude the voice, I would suppose. Voice. Described within the book, it calls to you during the rites and reminds you of your exile. Yes. That too. I see. You were never very good at this anyway. We shall see if this new lot of yours is any better. You cannot be serious. What sense is there in us standing against each other? But Oralech puts on his masks and stands ready. Masks? Multiple? I shall crush this lot of yours, Volfred. You shall see that I am not so easily discarded, and you shall not deny my liberty again. God, this is worrying. Reader. The adversary whom we face, Oralech. He is not one to back down. He was very experienced in the rites even at the time, and so... beware. There was no one in his day who could prevail against him, and he appears even stronger now. One physical, one emotional, but like a sad badumtus. Okay, we definitely need to use the inspect adversary button on this guy. Good point, fair point, forgot about that, will do so. I wish I had more valuable advice to give in this. I wish I had foreseen this. Well. Awkward. Okay, let's have a look at this. How do I make it show the thing? Well, that is not it. There was a button. There it is. Oralech, the shadow of the past. He is a former exile of the Nightwings, betrayed and abandoned in his moment of glory. He has the same abilities as Jadariel. Astral sign unknown. Tell us your star sign! Observations. He is a stern-faced demon who once served the Nightwings and claims to have been cheated of his freedom after having toiled in the downside for many, many years. He has reformed his own version of the Triumvirate to which he once belonged, now calling them the true Nightwings. He seems to hate the very essence of the rites. Then don't do them! Betrayed and abandoned in his moment of glory? Man, I want more backstory here. We did learn more about the past Nightwings from Volfred last stream, I think? What I want to know is, will this count? After saluting his adversaries, he deals an additional 10 damage to the Pyre. Using his rush to lunge forward, or I can rush again right away. Landing from a jump who stuns nearby enemies. Okay. Oralech's Brethren is a savage who stands with Oralech as part of the legacy of his true Nightwings. And Oralech's Brethren, an imp loyal to Oralech and committed to the legacy of his true Nightwings. Okay.